Here are a few key points to consider when writing for business. What is the purpose of your writing? Do you need a question answered? Do you need the reader to accomplish a task? Do you want to make a sale to a potential customer? Be sure that you know exactly why you need to write the document and what action you want the reader to take as a result. Who is the intended audience? Are you writing to a customer, a team member, or the CEO of your company? This will make a difference as to whether you need to use formal or informal English. How can your purpose be communicated clearly? Will people understand what you have written? Have you clearly stated what you would like the reader to do? Let's talk now about some tips for better business writing. Your writing must be simple, clear, and concise. Let's look at 5 tips to help us accomplish this. Start by using short declarative sentences. If a sentence is too long, the meaning may be lost. And never use a long word where a short one will do. For example, write use, not utilize. Be clear. Be sure that your purpose is evident in your writing. Clarity is the most important characteristic of good business writing. If your purpose is not clear, that is, if it's not obvious what you want to accomplish, you'll have to rewrite. Skip the cuteness. Too often, today's text language pops up in business writing. Leave out multiple exclamation points, smiley faces, slang, and abbreviations. Cut the jargon. You never know what terminology your audience knows. Stay away from any terms that may not be readily known to your readers. And last, your writing must be free of any emotion. If you must write bad news, write it, give it some time, then reread it to be sure there are no negative emotions contained in your writing. Next, we'll look at an example. Let's take a look at an email with some problems. Take a minute to read over the email and then we'll talk about the issues. Marianne would like to review the report with Brian. Which report? Chances are Brian turns in more than one report. She says it's a report he turned in a couple of weeks ago. When exactly? Again, he probably works on more than one report. Next, which numbers? It would probably be nice for Brian to know this so he can research the problem before he meets with Marianne. The last sentence in the first paragraph is vague. She can probably leave that sentence out. In the next paragraph, she asks for meeting dates. She should be the one to offer some dates first. This would probably save some back and forth emails to pick the date. She uses some phrases that are emotional. Remember, in business writing, we need to stick to the facts and leave the emotion out. In the last paragraph, Marianne gives Brian times when she is not available. Instead, she should give him times when she is available. Let's look at a better version. This time, she tells Brian which report she is looking at and when he turned it in. She describes the numbers she thinks are incorrect and also why she thinks they're incorrect. She gives dates when she is available and asks him to contact her before a specific time. This is a much clearer and concise version of the email.